I've been in the kitchen, whipping. I've been chefing, mix it with my
Guys, I have been so excited to make this video. What is up, guys? Bucket Center here, and today we are going to be talking about why LeBron James is the GOAT. Yes, I said it, the greatest basketball player of all time, and I'm jumping the gun just like I did for Tom Brady. 3 years ago, I had been saying that Tom Brady is the greatest football player to ever live. You guys just needed that fifth championship ring to validate it for Tom Brady, but I've been saying it all along. I can notice greatness, and it doesn't need to be 5 rings to show it. I don't really care the amount of rings as long as you get multiple rings, but let me go into it, let me compare it, and let me prove why LeBron James the GOAT. First of all, the best all-around player of all time, without question, is LeBron James. You look at his defensive ability, a shot-blocking artist, a great offensive player that can score the basketball. He's also a great facilitator. This is a pass-first player that averages more than 25 points per game consistently. And this guy also grabs a ton of rebounds a game, and he's just overall the best player we have ever seen all around, that is. Let's start with that. He can guard 4 positions on the basketball court, in my opinion. He can switch on a 1-4 pick and roll, guard the power forward, and switch to go out and guard the point guard. He can also guard shooting guards, small forwards. I'd say he probably can't consistently guard centers, but he can guard some 5s, especially in this modern NBA as well. And this man went to 6 straight NBA Finals and switched teams to continue to lead his team to the NBA Finals. And a lot of people say, okay, the Eastern Conference may be weak. But the Boston Celtics, for about a 5-year stretch with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Rajon Rondo, Doc Rivers, that was a nice team. And that was a team that definitely gave LeBron James and the Cavs and the Heat, the both teams that he was on at that time, gave them trouble. Also, the Indiana Pacers, Paul George, Lance Stevenson, that's a solid team. Yes, it's not as good as the Western Conference, but that's still solid. And Michael Jordan got his losing out of the way in the conference finals. You want to say LeBron never lost in the NBA finals. Jordan's never lost in the NBA finals, but Jordan's losing all the rounds before. The Eastern Conference finals took him a lot of time to get past the Detroit Pistons. And if you look at the comparisons of the teams Jordan faced in the conference finals, yes, they were very talented teams, but they're not even on par to the teams LeBron James plays in the NBA Finals. You look at the San Antonio Spurs, Greg Popovich, Tim Duncan, that was a dynasty. You look at the Golden State Warriors, they are becoming a dynasty. You have the 73-9 Golden State Warriors he faced last year with Stephen Curry, the back-to-back unanimous MVP in Stephen Curry, the greatest shooter of NBA history, Stephen Curry. I'm going to say that too. I'm going to jump that gun. He is better than Ray Allen in terms of sharpshooting. I will say that right now. What he can do off the dribble and so on. But also, don't penalize LeBron James for taking L's in the finals or taking bad teams to the finals. Look at 2007. That's the year where he takes a terrible Cleveland Cavaliers to the finals. They get swept by the Spurs because the Spurs were way better than the Cavaliers. The one bad series LeBron James had was 2011. There's no excuses you can give for that. You can maybe say, oh, it's the first year with the chemistry with the Miami Heat, but he still should have definitely won that series. I am a LeBron James fan, but I'm not going to say that that was a great series whatsoever, and that should be counted against LeBron's legacy. But when you look at, he's about to take a team to a 7th straight NBA Finals. He's about to go to 7 straight, and he's going to definitely have been to more finals than Michael Jordan. So you should also look at that when you look at the picture. What else? Clutchness. People say that Michael Jordan is a lot more clutch than LeBron James, and it depends on how you think of it with regards to the clutch gene, because LeBron James is a playmaker. He knows what the best decision to make is in the clutch. He has great basketball IQ, and he's not always the guy that's going to take the last shot. And in fact, he knows the percentages. He's not a great sharpshooter. He's not the sharpshooter compared to Michael Jordan. So he knows that he has Kyrie Irving on his team. He's had some other good guys like Ray Allen. People say, oh, those guys bailed him out. That is not true whatsoever. LeBron James led those teams to the finals, led them to the situation that they were in. He just found the guy that made the right shot. And that's what Ray Allen and Kyrie Irving did in those situations. Let's also look at the supporting cast between the two teams. Look at the Chicago Bulls. Phil Jackson, one of the best coaches in NBA history. You got Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman, two top 50 players of all time, two great defensive players. When you look at, okay, yeah, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, but yeah, those guys are talented, especially D Wade. I'd say D Wade's a top 50 player, but Chris Bosh is not a top 50 player. He's a solid three-point shooter. He can space the floor, but don't compare him to Dennis Rodman for 1 second. That would be blasphemous. Also, LeBron James, his best coach was Eric Spoelstra, and he's had to kind of be the de facto coach. He's also been the de facto general manager of this team. And people say LeBron James complains he doesn't have enough talent, he needs to get more guys, and he doesn't feel like he can win with the current roster. But when you're going up against a 73-9 Golden State Warriors team that added Kevin Durant, that's what you're going to have to do. The competition in the Western Conference is insane, and Michael Jordan could even admit that. Michael Jordan had a GM that would get him his players. Michael Jordan never won before Phil Jackson came to town. Michael Jordan never won before they got Scottie Pippen. The Bulls general manager front office also traded for Dennis Rodman. They also traded for pieces around him to help improve the bench. Look at a guy like Tony Kukoc. They made those moves. LeBron James has kind of had to make those moves for his own team. Get a guy like Kevin Love. Also, when these guys left their teams, Michael Jordan, when he left the Chicago Bulls, the Bulls were still a playoff team. They got bounced in the second round. You look at the Miami Heat, the Big Three, that everyone wanted to call it the Big Three, which I get it because Wade's amazing, Bosh is amazing. But LeBron James was the reason that team was good. You take LeBron James off of that Miami Heat team, they went 37 and 45, They missed the playoffs the first year LeBron James left. He goes to a Cleveland Cavaliers team. They go to the NBA Finals and could have won that series, I may add, if Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving were not hurt for that series. But anyways, I feel like I've proved to you guys that LeBron James is the GOAT. Leave your comments and thoughts below. I'm Bucket Center signing off. Peace.